Do you think he desires power more than the well-being of others? Are you talking about Sunday? There may be some element to it, but I feel like, so as the saying goes, no one views themselves as the villain. Like, even some of the most evil types of people view themselves as pursuing some kind of righteous cause, even if they're entirely personally warped themselves. Sunday, I believe, has made decisions that have shaped his worldview where he tried to do the right thing and something bad happened because of it. And rather than continuing to adhere to doing what would be considered the right thing or a good thing, he has instead decided to kind of act out of fear. So he's fearful of something bad happening to someone or of someone failing or this, so he exerts control over their situation. If I control their situation, if I can micromanage them, even if I can't save them, I can help them manage their lives to a certain extent. But that is no longer them moving forward. He basically has forced people into submission out of his fear, which is kind of how some types of tyrants operate. So I don't think he necessarily desires power. He could. He very well could. But at the core, he's narcissistic enough to believe that he is the only person who can save these people from themselves. And that he has given himself the right and the ability to do that.
Bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand.
You assume that because you believe in order, so you don't believe in individuals' ability to stray from the instruction given to them, whether or not the law is just. This line alone tells me that Sunday has a very weak opinion of the individual. He thinks that that individuals are inherently weak and inherently completely submissive to whatever power directs them to do. That's at the core of his person, and that's his understanding through this line right here. The only question I have left is there's one last kind of test of fate that's going to happen before we hit a climax here, and that's going to be, is Sunday a useful tool and it's Gopher who ascends to what would be effectively be his godhood, or does Sunday, out of his sense of fear and control, that he wants absolute control, will he usurp Gopher to become potentially the Aeon of, or like try to assume the power of the Aeon of the Order himself? He's saying Sunday wants to make sure things are going exactly how he controls it while not caring about the effects of it on others, kind of, because he views his opinion as being kind of like absolutely right. Like, he does have some conflicts, but he's one of those I know best kind of personalities. And he believes he's doing what he's doing out of the absolute goodness. But what he's really doing is robbing people of the chance to progress of their own accord. Because for individuals to progress on their own is, in a sense, uncontrolled. It is actually chaos. So if he stands with the order to then control and put everyone's life on rails or put it within a cage, that is the order. That is the control. And the control, his order, stems from his fear and from failures of the past. So he froze himself effectively and is then going to freeze everyone else alongside him out of the sake of, like, security. And I mean, even here, people do not have to adhere to a law where the strong prey on the weak. You're literally wanting to subjugate these people to a prison in your dreamscape where they're constantly caged by you under the control of your order. How is that not you exerting your strength on the weak, depriving them of what they want in life? That's still the same thing. You're just trying to make it look good.
Sister containing mere trivialities.
That's the thing about Robin. Sunday and Robin represent two sides of that same Charmony dove from the very beginning. Robin left Penacony for a while. She got to experience the universe, see other people, see life, and was out from under the influence of Gopherwood. Meanwhile, Sunday stayed at home, safe and secure in Penacony, in the cage. So the cage is all he knows, really. Exactly. Robin truly is harmonious, while Sunday is order under the guise of harmony.